Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Little Talks from the CEO, episode 2. As we all know, there are few startups who fall under B2B, business to business, and under B2C, business to consumer. In order to know this, we are going to invite today Tabish Turabi Czar. She's a founder and CEO of Gravity Integrates Pvt Ltd, as well as Worldwide Transcripts. She's having experience under both the categories, B2B and B2C. So let's hear it from Tabish herself. Hi, Tabish. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Jyoti. How about you?
All
Thank
good.
you, first of all, to give me this opportunity, and I am really loving it.
Pleasure is
Yeah,
mine. And thank you so much for accepting my invitation in LinkedIn, Tabiz. It's really
thank
motivated
you.
me.
Thank you, thank you. You're doing a great job. Rather, you should go in all the levels of entrepreneurship, especially in the women's sector where they face a lot of problems in terms of even self-analyzing them that they can do. So
Exactly.
that's the most important thing. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tabiz. And yes, people who are listening to us, let me introduce Tabiz Turabi Czar, a very beautiful name. And she is the founder and CEO at Gravity Integrates Private Limited. Along with that, there is one more initiative from the company itself, and the name was Worldwide Transcript. So she's also
Yes.
a CEO and founder of that company too. Apart
Correct.
from that, she is also holding a position of state president at WICCI, like Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So you're doing a very
Right.
terrific job, I can say, for women's therapy. So highly appreciated for that.
I'm really thankful that the world, the universe is providing me this opportunity and I'm able to serve them. So it's completely my pleasure.
Thank you so
Yes.
much, Tabish. So,
Yes.
welcome to my episode 2 of the Little Talks from the CEO. And
Correct.
Tabish, I just wanted to know more about what type of problem you are solving for your targeted audience, what type of product, what type of services you are providing, so that the coming generation they can also take some, key takeaways from your whatever experience you carry in this industry. Because I saw that
Correct.
you have almost completed 10 years with your current
Yes.
industry. So if you can
Correct.
share about the services.
See, Jyoti, I would keep it very crisp. I have two companies, Gravity Integrates Private Limited and Worldwide Transcripts. So the journey is quite long to be covered in 15, 20 minutes of video.
Of course.
So I would love to talk about my recent startup that is Worldwide Transcripts Private Limited.
Okay.
So Worldwide Transcripts Private Limited is working in the space of immigration and documentations. And this is a very niche segment per se
Mhm.
because a lot of competition when it comes to immigrations, but we are specifically targeting towards documentation. So
Okay.
any documents required if you're moving out of country, maybe for study, for immigration, for entrepreneurship, for work, we will help them. From your educational documents to your apostiles to any kind of certificates which is required.
Mhm.
Now, initially, when we identified that there is a problem, it went through this way. Like we take an example of Zomato or Swiggy. So after prior 5 years, we would not even pay 40, 50 rupees for any convenience at
Right.
our doorstep. We'll prefer to go and take it and save that 40 rupees. But now we would say, no, please let it come. It's easier for us. So similarly, it's a matter of convenience. It's a matter of Generation Z, which is coming up. So that's how when a person is staying, I mean, if you talk about India as such, or the other non-digital countries, where still the digital intervention is low, or at least they've started right now, so it will take a lot of time to come in. So if you've studied in Delhi University and if you're working at Chennai, so what cost you will go to Chennai and get your documents, transcripts,
Mhm.
or any other attestation or verifications? Because still 80% of work is non-digitalized, where you have to stand in the queue and get the work done.
Mhm.
So through our past experience, we already had a big network pan India. We were into background verifications. So we used this network and understood the problem which the people were facing. They wanted convenience, their time loss. Like it used to take 30 to 60 days to complete a document, simple document, which they have earned so hard after 4 years or 5 years of education. And just to take a transcript, you have to take 60 days or 90 days. And after that also, if you take the cost of going there, spending so much money, it is huge. Plus, there are other problems also when it comes to Indian documents. When you send to evaluation bodies of North America or Australia, they follow certain protocols.
Yes.
The protocols are not being followed by Indian universities. So again, there is a third party required.
Okay.
third party intervention required, like logistics should be done from this pin code, which is not followed by the university बोल देती थी ये आप ले जाओ और आपको जो करना है कर लो.
Mhm.
So now and what again, what once it's ready, again if you go back to take them, there are 3 to 4 rounds of doing all those things.
Mhm.
So we try to solve this initially with a middleman. We used to take authorization from the client and then used to do all the errands on their behalf.
Mhm.
Later on, we realized that still it is a manual process. And
Right.
how long we are going to do this manual process?
Mhm.
So, and during COVID, we learned a lot. It's a blessing in disguise
Mhm.
that the logistic services were completely closed for 6 months. We
Correct.
realized that the बन भी जाएगा, university खुल भी जाएगी, तो हम भेज नहीं पाएंगे couriers.
Right.
So what now? Therein we, understood the concept of digital transcripts or digital documents and how it is logged and encrypted and how blockchain technology will come into play.
Mhm.
There we started partnerships with evaluation bodies, and now we are partners to almost 15 to 20 North American evaluation bodies
Mhm.
who take documents from India from us. So we
Okay.
have MOUs with them. So now we take documents from universities and through our API linkage, immediately we send it to it's just a click of a
Click
second.
off. Okay.
Which used to 15-20 days for logistics, FedEx use karo, आप DHL use
Mhm.
karo, कुछ भी use karo. Now it's just a click and they see it on their dashboard and then they immediately do their next processes. So this was the basics how we started with the product development part.
When it comes to a women entrepreneur, a
Hmm.
lot of glass breaking ceiling you have to do,
Correct,
right, when you
correct,
are standing in this
correct,
industry. So, how
correct.
did you manage your team formation? How did you form your team?
See, I feel the most important thing is the team. You have two customers everywhere. It's an internal customer and external
External,
customer.
yes.
External customer is uh, are it's most important, I believe. But
Mm-hmm.
even more important is your internal customer. Internal customer is your team. So if you don't form a right team who are driven and who can drive you
Mm-hmm.
both the ways, so you are lost, because I read a lot about startups and I see 90% startups fail.
Mm-hmm.
And why do they fail? First thing is either the founder thinks he can do everything by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
He can be, although I completely agree that the founder has to do a lot of things, but you cannot be expert in everything.
Right.
So you need to have a team, a right balance of team. Especially a very important thing when you form a team is you should have the senior most profile filled at the first. You should
Mm-hmm.
not start, you have low money, you don't have money, you have cash crunch, and you try to start from the lowest one. So I believe you should start from the topmost. If you get the right person, he can form the team.
Mm-hmm.
So the most important thing which I see in the team is definitely you need to arrive at a conclusion like what kind of team you need. You need a different team for digital marketing. You need a business development. You need an operations team, and what you can keep in house and what you can outsource also
Outsource also.
at times,
Yes.
because this is the time of outsourcing. You cannot do everything on your own.
Correct.
And initially, especially in this phase of lot of hustles which you have to do, it's better you outsource certain things
Mm-hmm.
and you keep few things which you are experts into.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay good to them, and you need to hire good people with different kind of testing. I believe not only interviews but skill set testing, and go with people who have high morals,
Mm-hmm.
because that goes on a higher level. If people are looking for instant result, probably they'll not be the people who will work with startups for long.
Right.
Startup need people who can grow with them.
And
that's
scale
what i
your
told
product.
that's what I told. They should be driven and you should drive them, so both the qualities should be there. So
Very
this
nice.
is my understanding. Yeah,
Very nice. So, as I can see, like almost 10 years you have completed, and you have also, started your own another venture as well.
correct,
So, at times you might be thinking to have some other strategies and you have to implement those. But sometimes your team members, they have a different understanding on those particular strategies. And somewhere you
correct,
feel like most of the time you got failure as well. So, if you
correct,
can, help us with some of those failed strategies which you have got a big lesson.
correct. So, see, there is no, I always believe there is no right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There's no definition of A plus A will be 2A
Two.
in any kind of entrepreneurship or business.
Right.
So, important thing is you have to do a lot of trials. And we as a person, like me, my founder, and our team completely, we believe lot in sharing and then implementing it. Like
Mhm.
if I have to change something, I'll ask, तुम बताओ क्या करना
क्या
चाहिए?
करना है?
Because you are sitting on the driving seat, I am on the back seat. I'm just observing you. I'm just giving you a push. So we discuss those strategies and implement it. Failure is a part of it. Like for example, if we talk about business development, we do lot of trials. We see, there's a time when the graph is going down, it's saturated. At times we see the peak. So we do change the strategies very frequently. I mean, I would not be able to specify the strategy as such because it varies from B2C and B2B.
Yes.
But my learning or my understanding with it is you should not stop there.
Mhm.
If even if it is failing, you should come up with new things because in 10 hits, 10 new things, you have one hit only, and that one hit makes all the difference actually.
Right.
So the show must go on.
Exactly.
That's more important.
All
Yeah.
right. So, like I know we have very short time. So, if you
Yes.
can give some tip to the new, generation when they are going to start their own startup, so what would be
Correct.
that one tip from your end?
So I would like to give two things rather. You asked
Okay.
me one for women entrepreneurs and
Okay.
one for today's generation.
Sure.
So when we talk about today's generation, it's very appreciable that so many startups coming at an age of 19, 20, 21, 22, and it's awesome.
Yes.
But the only thing which I feel they should take on or carry is instant results,
Hmm.
like instant likes or instant gratification, which is not possible in an
Possible.
entrepreneur journey.
Hmm.
So if you don't have funds, if you don't have a proper strategy, if you don't have a planning, just keep a pause, stay back for a year and so, and then move. And even if you have started and if you feel there is a saturation or I'm unable to do it, don't give up there. Just float. The floating is very important. If you float for a few years, even if you're late, that doesn't matter. People start at 40, people start at 50. So there's no age.
Age.
There's no rule that you should be successful in 20, 18, 19 only. First thing. And for women entrepreneurs, being a women, I strongly feel for them that they are doing a tough job, especially in Indian scenario, because still we have that mindset that what women should do. They have certain, parameters where they can work. They cannot go out to meet clients, or if they go, they should follow some ideas. So I think even if it is there, you cannot change everything in a one night thing. So important is just believe in yourself
Yes.
that you can do it. And women have immense potential. They're emotionally so intelligent. You don't need intelligence every day. You don't need IQ. You just need emotional intelligence. And even spiritual quotient is very strong with women. So
Yes.
believe in yourself and you can rock. And women, I feel, has the power to change everything. Not only a family, but a state, but a country and the world. So I feel more women should come up.
Of course. And being a woman, even I feel like we should rock in the coming
Yes,
years.
indeed.
All right, Tavish. So I wish you all the best, for your journey and the way you are helping women's entrepreneurs. So it's a great thing you are doing, Tavish. Wish you all the best. And
Thank you so
definitely,
much.
I'm going to do this interview one more time when you are, rocking in your second phase of journey too.
Jyoti, I would love to do it with you. Actually, I really enjoy doing it, and I want to talk now more with people, with entrepreneurs, and again with women. You could say that I am flowing with the flow of women, but I see a lot of women want to do a lot of things and they are unable to do. So I'm wanting them to be more self-reliant now. They should be self-reliant.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. All right, Tavish. So thank you so much for joining us today and
Thank
have a
you.
good day, Tavish. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jyoti. Thanks for providing this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. So, here are the key takeaways from today's episode. Point number one, the right team balance is very important. Point number two, hire the people who have high morals. Point number three, hire the senior most profile first. Point number four, you should not give up in just one failure. Try something new. Point number five, do not run for an instant result. Floating is very important. Point number six, women are so emotionally intelligent that they have power to change not only just family, but the state, but a country. So here are the key takeaways from today's episode. If you want to listen such key takeaways, stay tuned to my channel. Have a good day.